everybody. Today I'll be going to do an in-depth tutorial for how you can add a crosshair or a dot to your viewport. I'm not going to rush over the steps at all. I'm just going to explain everything I do. So let's get started. So basically, first of all, you need to start the engine and then select the games. So basically, reason it's first person is because it's more likely to use crosshairs than third person. Yes, you can use crosshairs in third person too, but I mean, I prefer it in first person. It's just according to your preferences. So you can name your project anything, and then we're going to click create. So after the project started, we're just going to create a folder. Don't worry if this is different from your normal viewport. Since this is Unreal Engine 5.6, you don't necessarily have to have the same version. It won't be any different throughout this tutorial. So basically, we're going to create a folder, right click here, and then new folder. And you're going to name it anything. For example, I'm going to name it HUD. And then we're going to add a widget. So basically, in order to do any coding or to do anything in the engine, you have to think first, how can I do what I want to do? So we want to do a crosshair, right? How can I add it to the viewport? There's basically a tool called widgets in Unreal Engine, which you can use for adding anything to your viewport. So if I want to add a crosshair, what should I do? I'm going to add a widget. How can I do that? Right click and then user interface and then widget blueprint. And then we're going to select the user widget. So what's the user widget? It's the widget that we're going to use for the crosshair or anything you want to put on the screen. Now you can name the widget anything. I'm just gonna leave it like that and then open the widget. Now here is my widget. And what should I do next? So basically, I'm going to add a canvas panel right here in the palette, right canvas, and then just drag it off here. So this is like the paper to our image, or when you're drawing, you need a paper, right? That's why we need a canvas panel, so we could add anything in it. It's like the image or anything we're going to add is like the painting, and the paper itself that we draw on is the canvas. Now all we need is an image. So what's the image for? The image is basically for the crosshair, because we want to add the crosshair. As the crosshair is usually an image, so we're going to just select the image here and drag it off and put it here, and make sure it's parented to the canvas panel. Now, why? Because the image must be inside of the canvas panel, not outside of it. Now, what should we do? So basically, we should position it in the position we want, right? We want it to be in the middle. How can I do that exactly without having to do it manually and just drag it off like here and do the stuff? So basically, look here in the details panel, you'll find something called anchor. So what's basically an anchor? So basically, an anchor is something that helps you position where the image should be. So let me give you more explanation. If you click here, you can place where you can place the image, right? So if I want it to be placed right here in the middle, I select this. It says so this one is actually positioned in the middle. I select the middle anchor because I want to position my image to the middle. But if I want to select it to the left side, I just select this one, right? So basically, we're going to select the middle one. Now, how can I move it right here? Just basically go to the details and play along with the values. Position X and position Y are going to be 0. No explanation needed for this. And size X and size Y, and not the size. And alignment is going to be 0.5 on the x-axis, 0.5 on the y-axis. No explanation needed for that either. Now, what should we do? We should add the image of the crosshair, right? So basically, just in the appearance here, select this brush and then drop this down to select the drop down, and then we select the drop down, and then we're going to add an image. So what image we're going to add is the crosshair image. Now how can I get the image? So we're going to just import any image. So this website offers so many crosshairs and images for your games, So you can actually, I'm going to leave this website's link in the description, and you can select any crosshair here as you like. So basically, I'm just going to maybe select, let's say this one, and then I'm going to select it right here, and then PNG and free download. Just go right here, content drawer, and then HTTP, and then drop it right here. Just drop it. And here we go. It's important. How can we add it? So basically just click on here, click on it, and then see this arrow? Yeah, click on it. Just like that. And now let's check. Okay, so the size is not good. How can I edit it? So just go to the image and then to the size. I'm going to make it 30. Just play around with the values. It really depends on the image you're using. So just play along with the size. And then here we go. We have the HUD. Now what to do next? So basically we need to tell it. So then it actually was it actually added to the viewport? No, it wasn't. How can I add it? Just go to first person and then blueprints, first person character. Now, you should be here, and it didn't bring you to the event graph. If it maybe brought you to the viewport, just go to the event graph, and then right click, and then say event begin play. So what is an event begin play? An event begin play is a node that tells me, that tells you, I want to start a function or anything. I want to do this action the second I start the game. That's basically what we're going to do. That's what the node does. Now you can basically do anything here. Now I want to add the widget, right? So I'm just going to drag off here and then create widget. So the widget is the one we created. Now, what's the widget we want to create here? It's the widget we made, right? Now I'm going to get the class here and then type the name. This was the one we made right now. Now, is that enough? Let's try this. Was it enough? No, it wasn't. Why? Because we didn't add it to our viewport. That's why we drag off this, then add view, add to viewports. This adds it to our screen. Just connect this to here. Let me show you now. And what? It's right here in the middle of our screen. What if you want it to be in a larger size? Just play along with the sizing values, as I said earlier. It's not really an issue, just play along with it. But for this tutorial, I'm just showing you how you could basically do it. Hopefully this tutorial really helped you understand the what we did today and deeply. And if you have any questions, you can literally tell me in the comments. Bye. See you later, guys.